So it's a new morning. It's a new day. Everybody's chilled out a little bit from yesterday, and Vera is up in the newly named, the captain said it himself, Owl's Nest. So up there in the owl's nest, the early owl gets the worm. Usually no worms here. Maybe I'll get the fish. Figure that out later. Not much of a fisherman. So up in this owl's nest, my eyes are doing owl things, and they're peering out over the water, and they're looking, and I'm looking, and we're looking, and there's something big off to, I don't know, what is it? The bow, the not bow, the aft, the something, I don't know. Off on the side of the boat somewhere is something big. And it has a fin, and it's sticking out of the water. And hey, I see a big thing out there.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm a bird, not a fish.
Where's it be?
I will hold up my two wings, fold my feathers in the directions of L's, and the one that makes the backwards L, that way.
Front bow, back stern. If you don't get it right, Squirt, I'll throw your ass out the little round window on the side.
I can fly.
Starboard?
Starboard.
Starboard.
Starboard bow would be the right side.
Yeah.
No, right back.
That's right.
Right front. Excuse me. And I will move to the railing on the starboard bow to get a closer look.
All right. Let's get a investigation check from Elvira and Naime.
Yeah, not me.
I'm not talking about pleasure boating or day sailing. I'm talking about working for a living. I'm talking about... What am I talking about?
How can you see that? I can barely make it out in the water. It's just...
I wasn't sure what you were talking about, and I'm coming to the conclusion you don't know either.
Well,
I'm also coming to the conclusion it could be a piece of floating coral from Splody Boom Boom shenanigans yesterday.
all right, we're taking the name back. It's the crow's nest again.
Shall I go look? I guess I could look.
That was short-lived.
Wait a minute. Question, newly broached subject, never asked this before. Can you swim?
Me? Never
Well,
tried. Why?
What if you get in the water and then just like sink to the bottom? I am a creature of the night.
I think that trees float in water.
For a
Only
while, at
dead.
least. I
Please
mean,
don't be dead. Don't float dead. Please don't. That makes me anxious. I think I vote against you particularly going.
I am not eager to do these experiments while out on the ocean. I feel like this would be something best done in
The lake. The big
shallower waters where I can get back out.
Mm. I think that it would be in our best interest to steer the boat that way if we want a closer look. I don't think going in the water with whatever that is a good idea.
Well, is it shiny? I don't know. I'm gonna try and look again, and Alvira will go like this with her feathers, like it's gonna help or do something. And you see, she just goes like,
All right, you get advantage. You get Alvira eyes advantage.
okay. I saw that 19 roll off to that one. Terrible dice. I have advancedly progressed from a 6 to a 9 in my vision on a scale of 1 to 20. I'm growing. I'm getting better. The Crowell's Nest.
Yes.
We're in the middle there.
It may be a marlin or it may be a stingray, but it's definitely a game fish.
Naime, we know I'm bad at steering the boat. Would you like me to try looking and you can try steering?
I think we're equally clumsy, so go for it.
Okay. You said investigation or perception?
Mr. World?
I think he was having an investigation.
Well, you can use either.
Okay. Well, then I'll try to perceive things. That's an 11.
We ain't talking about day sailing or pleasure boating. We're talking about working for a living.
I am talking about not seeing anything.
Why didn't I think of this sooner? Okay, maybe the bird brain comment from the mayor was slightly warranted on occasion, but not from the mayor, only from my friends. That's you guys right here, right now. Only you, friends, that we're doing this together with. Why didn't I just think about I could fucking fly out there maybe a little bit? It's not as misty as it was. Maybe, and then you can still see me, and then if something tries to eat me, harpoon me out of the air first. I'd rather die that way.
Sure, or we could just cut them open and pull you out of their belly while you're still alive.
That would be some terrible indigestion.
We ain't talking about going down to the pond chasing bluegills and Tommy cods, you know.
What about purple trout? Do you think purple trout swim in the ocean?
Oh, there might be a purple trout.
I don't
You know, when they're young, they're pink.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think those are freshwater fish.
All right, I'm gonna fly out some away from the boat in the direction of the thing that I maybe possibly thought I did see, but I need to confirm because from far away, my owl eye is functional during the daytime. The sunlight, the glint from the ocean water, the salt, it's just not really working out for me. So I'm gonna fly closer, Mr. World. Not that that's gonna help these terrible dice hating my guts, but it's a thing that's definitely happening.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Ha! 22.
Yeah, it's a bad fish. And you see what do you see? Oh, here's what you see. From above. You swoop down to get a little bit better look at it. You see this.
Yes, I knew
And
it
it's
was
that fin sticking out is how tall are you, Alvira?
Under 3 feet.
Mm-hmm. It's taller than you are. And as you get above, you see the outline of a massive shark, an impossibly large shark. It's so large. You haven't seen many sharks, have you?
I've heard of a shark before. I
Heard
think
of
the
sharks.
closest thing I came to was a killer whale when we were in the Arctic waters of Glaciava, but that was about it.
Yeah, it's bigger than that. It's such a big shark. It's an insanely big shark.
So from the when you see Elvira like fly out and then like fly closer to the water, you know when you see like a dog skid in its place and like slide and then like start to backpedal quickly, that's pretty much what Elvira does. Like when she swoops down and realizes that this is a big fin and not a little fin and it's not a coral, and then she just kind of like whoa, 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 buddy, and zooms back towards the boat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This shark will swallow you whole. Little shaking, little tenderizing, and down you go.
Captain,
Gotta
I
do
have
it quick.
a question. Do we need a bigger boat?
This boat is big enough.
Well, that's a relief.
Now, when I was a boy, every little squirt wanted to be a harpooner or a sword fisherman. So get to your stations. Get to the harpoons.
Okay.
All right, who's gonna man? So there are ballista on the deck, with harpoons affixed, and the captain takes over the wheel and starts to shout commands to get closer to the shark. And you see the shark is like half as big as the boat. That's how big it is.
Captain, Mr. World, as I give a quick look at the harpoons, do I get the impression they are more or less effective than my usual method of harpooning things? In a quick look.
They're much larger, so they are like massive crossbows.
Then I will I will tree a harpoon.
So it's essentially the same skill as using a crossbow. So you have that ability.
I do.
It's the same. Perfect. So it's the same idea, and it's pivoted on a sort of fulcrum point. So the weight of it is not a big deal. It takes you a little bit. Go ahead and make a first shot.
Very good.
Well, wait. Why don't we?
Okay. My initiative is a natural 20 plus 3.
Ew.
I got a 17, boss.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ooh, I also
that
get a natural 20, but with only a +1.
Alvira, what'd you get?
17. Wah, wah.
17. And then 21 for Naime.
Yes.
And then
23 for Sai.
All right.
Only
okay.
because it's springtime.
It is late spring, almost summer. Sai, it is your turn.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So with a crossbow, that would be... So I don't actually have a crossbow listed. Can you tell me whether that would be dex or strength or what?
It would just be dex. Yep.
Okay. I do have proficiency with crossbows. So do I add proficiency or am I not proficient with this type?
Yeah, you'd be proficient. Yep.
Excellent. So that is a 19 plus...
That's a hit.
3 plus 2. No. Plus 3.
Oh, that's a hit.
1. Okay.
It's a armor class 13.
Wonderful.
The harpoon flies out, and you see a coil of rope. Make a dexterity check. You didn't realize.
Oh no. That's a 13.
Okay, you jump out of the way of this coil of rope as it unwinds super fast. As the rope is attached to the harpoon, it flies out, jamming into the back of the shark. And as the rope gets to its end, you see a barrel, well bungled barrel, fly up and off the deck.
Oh. I wonder what's in the barrel. If it's black powder, we could possibly. I don't know.
Right. You see, this one is painted white, and now the shark is very easy to see. And the captain says, "Ah, yes. Now we'll tire him out, and then we'll get him." And you see the barrel slowly just submerge under the water.
Was that supposed to happen?
That is not supposed to happen, but it's a big fish. It's a bad fish.
It's for impact. I ram us. It's gonna try to run us over. Thinks it's bigger than we are. Its teeth are sharper.
All right. Naime, your turn.
Yes.
You see the trail of the water still.
Would the ballista be able to still tag it for, while it's underwater?
You're going to have a disadvantage, but there are multiple ballistas, so there's multiple setups, so it would be disadvantage at this point.
I am going to ready an action to fire the ballista the moment that a part of it breaches the surface.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Okay. That brings up Alvira.
Yeah, so I would like to do a thing. I would like to give a bardic inspirational tale of I would like to give to this. I can still see the shark, right? Or the big giant megalodon creature.
You can see the trail. You can see the sort of trail in the water, and if you look really close with your owl eyes, those raptor eyes, you may be able to see the barrel floating under, with that perfect vision, as has been proven. You might be able to see that barrel underwater, the white barrel. The next one is yellow.
Okay. I suppose then instead of that, since I can't really see it, I need to be able to see it to make things happen. I will maneuver myself behind one of the manned ballistas. I am very small. That is very big. Chances are I can't move that, but I will put myself in range to offer assistance and bardic guidance. And I will play my lute, a sea shanty.
Okay. Which shanty are we going with?
Row, row, row your shark gently out of the ocean. Merrily, 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 merrily. Eat shark soup for dinner.
Captain Quint, what would you give that shanty?
Maybe a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So Naime, you have readied an action.
I have.
You now have inspiration. Okay, you see the trail. So we're gonna say it's an armor class 13, disadvantage, but you have advantage. You have inspiration.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and make the shot then. Yep. Nope.
The captain will use sheep up your dogs and allow you to reroll. The captain goes, I lied. It was a 4.5 at the very least. I'm very insecure about my own performances as a.
Right as I begin to pull the trigger. So that reroll, does that reroll both the original and the disadvantage, or
Shape up your dogs is when a fighting creature within 30 feet of the captain that can hear it misses with an attack, you can allow that creature to reroll the attack roll. So I don't know if that would give you.
It'd be a disadvantage again, but
Yeah,
you have to reroll both.
nope.
You did your best.
The harpoon. Now make a dexterity check. The harpoon sails off, just missing. It flies somewhere between the tail of the beast and the barrel.
I'm sorry.
Itself
Roll
underwater.
what again? I'm sorry.
Dexterity, just a dexterity save, and the coil of rope unravels,
7.
and it grabs you. It grabs your ankle. Alvira, you see that the coil of rope is wrapping around Naime's ankle.
Am I able to target the rope to like release it from Naime?
If you have a reaction roll, yes.
Reaction. What do I have for reactions? Because I have things.
I'm going to make a reaction for the crew as well.
I guess I do not have a reaction that would allow me necessarily to do that for a reaction of my turn, but
Okay.
if it was my turn, then
The first mate lunges forward with a saber and just slices the rope. So off goes the harpoon. The barrel stays on the boat. Naime stays on the boat. The boat.
That's helpful.
The rope is cut. Okay.
You're not advised going swimming while that thing is in the water.
Wasn't planning on it, but
Good.
plans and the enemy and all.
Yeah, that would be bad. Okay, we are the shark. The shark turns towards the boat. Let's see what it can do.
Oh, that'd be not good.
And you look at his eyes, Quint. All right, it comes at the boat and it strikes the boat. Let's roll to hit.
Brace for impact.
21. The boat rocks. You hear screams from down below. There might be a leak. This is worse than when you accidentally ran onto a rock the other day. Okay. All right. It flies by, and you see now fully as it goes by you, it is half of the length of the boat. It is a massive, impossibly large shark.
Quint looks a little bit perplexed in a like, oh, this is bad, and what, not necessarily knowing exactly the creature, the shark. Pulls out his hand crossbow and is like, Botsons below deck, and like begins to load up his crossbow and actually maybe start to fire at this thing and sort of like reload that harpoon.
Aye, Captain, we're on it. And about 6 to 8 crew run downstairs. The rest start working on the harpoons, the ballista, and yeah, that's what happens. Now, Captain, you have the wheel right now. So do you swing the boat around? What are we doing?
My knowledge of sea creatures, sharks like to, unless I'm mistaken, they like to go in and then they wheel around, kind of like a ship would, I think. And I think to give the harpoon men some range and the ship some distance, he will do the same, sort of like a dog fighting sort of thing,
Okay.
where both
Yep.
both moved in to attack, and now
Okay.
both are wheeling away. He's doing the same
right.
thing. He's jibbing.
We're jibbing. All right. The boat jibs. The shark. You can't see it because, of course, the barrel is underwater. But it has started to turn, and Sai, you are manning a ballista harpoon,
I am.
and make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
All right, you see it. It's right there. You definitely have a bead on it. That you see it is swung around, and the fin has come back up out of the water.
17.
That's a hit. And this time you know to step out of the way of the coil. And the yellow barrel flies up and off, striking the beast. Roll for damage, by the way. I forgot to roll for damage.
What is the damage die?
Well, it would be double what a crossbow. So what's that? That would be like a 2d6.
A light crossbow is a D8 plus your dexterity modifier.
What's a heavy
So-
crossbow?
Ooh, good
I
question.
think it's a D10.
Okay, so 2d10.
That was a crap roll. 5.
Okay, and then roll for last turn as well.
10.
Okay. You see the white barrel, the yellow barrel, floating. And it flies. The shark is coming right at the boat, and the barrels are just like skipping up water. And are the barrels slowing the shark down? It's not clear, but it's coming at the boat fast. Naime.
Are the ballista reloaded?
Yep, fully reloaded, no disadvantage this time. It is coming in to attack the boat.
How far away is it?
It is 120. Wait, no, 100 feet. No, wait, 90 feet. No, 85 feet. 70 feet. 60 feet.
Okay.
45.
I'm going to wait until it's at 30
Okay, 30 feet.
and then project Suda down inside the water to unleash our attacks.
Wow. Okay.
Because screw the dexterity noise. I'm a melee fighter.
Wow. Okay.
So short sword +1.
Can we give? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Can we give you a harpoon with the third barrel?
I'm not sure how that would work, actually.
Yeah, no, this is an idea. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. And I'm gonna make essentially let me see. I get two attacks per action now. And no, I can't use the manifest attack.
20
Yeah.
feet.
Yep.
15.
I am just figuring out my attacks. Give me a break.
10 feet.
Okay. I'm making the 2 attacks that are my regulars. So that one is a 22 or 21.
Okay.
No, 22. And then 18.
Okay. Both hit.
All right. So that is a d6 each, plus 6, it's 12, plus 9, so 21 total for those two. And I believe that is all that I can do this round.
Okay. Elvira.
Okay. I'm going to do my bonus action first. I am going to sing the Tale of the Phantom to Suda. Suda will become invisible until the end of its next turn. If you attack during the invisibility, you will do necrotic damage equal to my bardic inspiration die, which is a d6, and your target will be frightened until the end of its next turn. So that is my bonus action, bardic inspiration, Tale of the Phantom. My regular action is I'm going to try to shoot this guy in the eye, which I think is not going to work with an 11. So
Sheep
that
up your
is
dog. You get another reroll.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Nice.
also happen. That is the end of turn for me.
The 2 firebolts hit the water and pss, pss. They just don't quite work. Okay. The shark was just going to swallow. The eyes had rolled back. Suda could see the eyes rolling back. And the mouth opening. The maw as big as Suda.
Hmm.
And then poof. And it what's so invisible?
Invisible makes it, or gives it a disadvantage, correct?
Just a disadvantage?
Yes. Invisibility only imposes disadvantage, unfortunately. Doesn't make it completely obscure.
Well, okay, so that was a 25 and a 27. So,
Yeah, that hits.
Suda has been swallowed whole.
But if the target hits, oh, okay, never mind. Okay,
22 points of piercing damage and swallowed whole.
well, at least it wasted its attack.
Mhm. Yep.
As she vaporizes.
Yep. And it does not attack the boat because it was going for the easy prey. Okay, so top of the order, Sai.
I see Naime doing that thing where she waits for it to be in range. And I go, that was an option?
It is 15 feet from the boat, sort of on the side of the boat again.
And the ballista has not been reloaded.
Mine has.
No, there
I
is
think.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, the ballista does more damage,
it does.
but than I do generally, yes. But with Suda next to it,
Oh no, Suda poofed.
Suda poofed.
Suda poofed.
Well, that is unfortunate. I think I will hold my action until I will hold the ballista until after Naime goes, in the off chance that Suda will be there again, because then I can do a lot more damage.
Okay.
So I will hold the ballista attack,
Okay.
hoping for an ally to be in melee with.
Yeah.
Okay. Naime.
I will resummon Suda, who will appear toward the shark's dorsal fin and unleash all kinds of fury. So that's going to be 3 attacks, I believe, because the Unleash on Incarnation is not an extra action.
Fury unleashed.
No, that one's crooked. All right, 1 miss, 1 hit. Sorry, I don't know if it's a hit. It's a 19.
That's a hit.
Okay. And then for the third one, that is a 22 again.
That's a hit.
Oof. Low damage this time. 7 and 8. So 15.
Yep.
And now I've got it in melee. So
At that point in time, I will fire.
fire!
That would be a 15.
That's a hit. And the familiar whirring of the rope, and a red barrel flies over. Now there is a white, a yellow, and a red barrel attached.
Very good. That will be 13 damage plus 8 more. So 21 damage.
Okay.
It is good to remember when you are a rogue.
All
It's
right,
good to be a rogue.
Elvira.
Hey, Captain, are those barrels color coordinated for any particular reason? Like, I don't know, one of them explodes because it's red or something? Yes, no, maybe so.
The barrels. Someone's talking.
Go for it.
No, go
Okay.
for it.
Just want to be sure. Sorry. Yeah. So Captain's like looking at the barrels. Would the captain know that?
Yeah, they're not.
The barrels are supposed to keep it weighed down so we can keep hitting it and prevent it from approaching further. Has that actually happened though with the shark? Do we have confirmation if it's like unable to move any longer?
No.
He looks very perplexed. He looks very perplexed. No fish can take 3 barrels. Something's wrong here.
Mr. World,
Yes.
what would I need to do to action for my turn to get one of the powder keg barrels rolled over to one of the harpoons? We had some on the deck. I don't know how.
It would take a couple of rounds to do that, but there's crew to be able to do something like that.
Okay. What would I need to roll anything, or just simply expend my action to make the moves necessary?
Well, I mean, the crew would take the actions, but it will take 2 rounds to do. So if the captain decides it's a good idea, then well, so what's the idea exactly?
I would like to replace the barrels that are tied to some of the next harpoons.
All right, do an insight check.
Okay, let me do that. Insight. I am fairly insightful. Some would say an expert in rolling natural ones today.
So it seems like a great idea.
Yeah, so that's my great fucking idea. Hey, can we get some of those barrels over here? I have a fucking plan. It might not be a good one, but it's a plan and nobody else has had one. Okay. So if the crew's going to do it, then I will try to shoot the shark again, I guess. Question mark.
Oh, I've had one, and that is beat it until it's dead.
Okay.
And Nikki and I have been working on the same plan.
Yeah, okay. So I think 11 doesn't hit. So that's it for me.
All right. Okay, the shark's beaten up pretty well. Is Suda on the back of the shark?
Not. I mean, on back of it is kind of Sure. Yes. Okay.
Okay. The shark begins to dive deep.
As soon as it passes 30 feet, then she will poof.
Okay. It dives down, and you see the barrels come together. All 3 ropes come together. The barrels, they get to a point and then just drop deep. It's diving deep.
Oh.
And then the suspense starts to become uncomfortable. What next? What happens? You see a barrel come up, and a second barrel come up.
Oh, that's
And
not
a third
good.
barrel come up, and a pool of blood come up.
Oh, maybe that is good.
No, because
And
if
then,
something ate the shark, that means it's bigger than the shark.
that's a good insight. You see shark parts, and from the very depths of the ocean,
Oh no.
you see tentacles rise up from the ocean, and on those tentacles are some creatures, and they rise up and are planted on the deck of the ship. Has everyone rolled initiative for me?
Oh, you wanted it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, I got a 12.
9.
7.
That'd be a 10.
Okay, so 9,
9 for 9A.
7, Captain Quint, 12, and then we're gonna do that. And okay. Oh, okay. Actually, you see the whole thing. You see the tentacles. Here we are. All right. Creatures of the depths. They there's something in their eyes. They lock eyes with you. There's a hatred, almost a hatred of the life that they used to know. Why do you get to still be alive? I
Somebody
don't
that
know.
I used to know.
That's right. That's right. That's right. But the tentacles will reach forth and attack. Let's see who they attack. We're gonna go with a D4. Captain, you are 1. Then we're gonna do Alvira 2, Naime 3, and Sai is 4. Here we go. Let's see who it attacks first. Actually, I'm gonna do a D10, and the rest will be random crew members. It really doesn't care. Okay, crew member is plucked. Plucked under, and then the second tentacle will go. And let's do it again. No. Underwater, two crewmen plucked underwater. Alvira, it is your turn.
Well, so how close are the creatures that landed on the deck? Like, how close together are they?
So, are you thinking for like an AoE situation?
Yes, within 10 feet of me.
Mhm. So you got to think about. There's a lot of complicating factors. You've got crew running around. They're not in the photo. You've got ropes and rigging and equipment, and you've got a lot of stuff. So what would the AoE be exactly?
Potentially Arms of Hadar, because I'm thinking two can play at this tentacle game, and I have my own.
I love that.
So it's 10 feet of me.
Yep.
And it is a strength saving throw. So I just need to know, like, if there is a way for me to get within the 10 feet of them.
2 of them would be within 10 feet of each other. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast that magical spell, Arms of Hadar. At 3rd level, it is a strength saving throw from them. Please, as Olivera's Yu-Gi-Oh deck wing flies out and one of her cards flips off, and when it shows up, it's one that's got an octopus on it, and black tendrils of energy shoot out from her.
All right. It is a, what kind of save is it?
It is a strength saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. All right, let's do it. One saves and the other does not save.
All right. So
20 points of damage?
it is 20 points on a fail, half on a save,
Okay.
and no reactions until the next turn on a fail.
Grappled?
Not grappled.
Okay, just no reactions. Okay.
Just no reactions, correct.
Okay.
And I will expend my movement to remove myself from melee range, because that is absolutely unnecessary for me to do after magic is done, and that is EOT for me.
Yeah.
That's necrotic damage too. I'm not sure if that is matters at all.
No, it doesn't. It works. Everything about it works. Okay. Naime.
Yes. Suda pops into existence nearest the closest tentacle. I assume that they're in melee range?
No, they aren't, because they've
are
actually plucked. They plucked sailors
Okay.
into the water.
All right. So there's none close by.
You might
So
be able
then,
to shoot one, possibly.
then she will pop near the nearest monster, and we're going to take on 2 at a time. Naime on one, Suda on the other. So 2 attacks on, or 1 attack on one attack on the other. Ugh. Not great. Of course not. 13 and 12.
Both hit.
Oh, they do. Awesome. Okay. So that is a 9 to one of them and 7 to the other.
Now, are these the 2 that got the Hadar?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. 2 have been touched up a little bit. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I've got for now.
Okay. Sai.
Very good. So there are 2 creatures that have been roughed up, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. I will throw. I'm actually going to use my whip on them, I think, on whichever one looks the roughest.
Nice.
My whip is really just one of my branches, but it's faster than the other ones. And that is a 15 plus 7 to hit.
This is my whipping branch.
Would you like them to also watch you nay or just watch you whip?
No, I'm going for the one near Naime.
Okay,
I'm gonna whip near
Okay.
Naime.
I got it. My bad.
Watch me whip by Naime.
Exactly. So that's 8, 18, 19. Wow. 19 plus 5, 24 damage.
Nice.
Noise.
That's what we call a good old fashioned switching.
Yeah. Snitches get switches. Anything else?
That will do it for me.
Okay. Speaking of snitches, the one that you just hit with the switch, it looks at all of you with hatred. Just such simple hatred and envy of your ability to just sit up here in the air full time. And
It's overrated.
lets
Let me
out,
tell you.
lets out a psychic screech. Everyone make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. I do have worse stats, but not by much.
16.
Okay. All right.
12.
Natural 20.
Okay. Elvira.
I got a 12, but I do have an inspiration. So if I am able to, I would like to burn that because I would like to not die. I have a plan.
Sure.
Okay, that's much better. 16.
Okay. Everyone who fails, you will be stunned
Fun.
until the end of its next turn, and then it moves in with its bite. Its bite and its claw. Let's see who did the most damage. Sai, of course. Goes to Sai. Natural 20. We're gonna roll it again.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, uncanny dodge. You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage from the bite. You can half that.
Okay, I can half that.
Mm-hmm. And then it's going to take claw attacks. A 13, does that hit?
No.
Good. And a 11 does not hit.
No.
Okay, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. All right, the next one. Let's see. Next one took damage from Elvira. Yes.
Correct.
All right, there it is. 10 to hit with the bite.
Miss.
And the claws. 15.
Yes.
And a 25. Okay, you're
Yes.
going to take 14 points of slashing damage. Okay, the next one sees a stunned Naime who's done damage to their friend. It's going to rush forward. And a bite. Fumble. Okay, let's see if something bad happens. No.
Lucky me.
Okay, turn over. We move to the top of the order. Do the tentacles come back? They did hear the screech. On a 6, they return. Nope. 5. Okay. Elvira.
So I am stunned,
You are stunned.
which means that I can't move, but I can talk. Correct?
Stunned creature is incapacitated. can't move and can speak only falteringly. So I will allow you to speak falteringly.
Okay.
And that would mean no verbal spells.
No
Because you wouldn't
verbals.
have the music right. Yeah, you would not have the rhythm right. The intonation.
I do, however, have the ability to speak telekinetically. How does that affect stunned?
Okay.
No, seriously.
I guess you're going to make me do my job and decide on a rule.
Yeah,
Let me look at your character sheet. What are you trying to cast?
Dissonant Whispers. It doesn't require me to move, but it is a vocal spell. They just have to be able to hear me whispering terrible things into their dreams.
And then you can do it telepathically. So tell me about your telepathy.
Telepathy says, where is it here? As a bonus action, choose one creature I can see within 30 feet of me, and I can speak to it telepathically within 3 miles. The telepathic connection lasts for 2 minutes.
So, okay, they definitely are very telepathically inclined. So I'm going to say this will work, but the only thing you can tell them in your dissonant whispers is, you're never going to dance again.
You know what? That might be a better song than the one that I had to whisper sweet asshole things into their ears. So,
okay,
sure. You will never dance again. Wisdom's, it's only 1, so it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a good one. They're not great at it. Wisdom. What is the DC? Fumble.
14.
Fumble.
Okay.
Okay. What's the worst possible thing you can do to them?
Okay, so it is psychic damage of 18. And on a failed... Okay, so it doesn't have to move then.
Did you just literally shame them to death?
I told them they would never dance again because they didn't have their sea legs anymore. And that was it.
Nasty.
Elfine for me.
Flipping the fins, they can't get too far.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's EOT for me, please. Thank you.
Okay. You're walking the tightrope. Okay. Are you walking the plank? All right, Naime.
I am stunned. So
Sigh.
All right. Well, I am not stunned, and I am displeased. So I am going to start throwing leaves around.
All right.
As I recall, there is one still standing near Naime, but Naime is incapacitated. Is there anyone else near an ally? Looking around real quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one that put the hurting on Elvira is right next to Elvira.
Very good. I don't like people messing with my owl.
So just to set this up, Elvira was attacking 2 of them. The third one came in and attacked Elvira.
I don't like people who attack my owl.
Okay.
I am going for the one that attacked my owl. And that would be a 22 to hit the one who attacked my owl.
That's a hit.
That would be 3, 6,
9.
No.
12.
16 damage. And then I'm going to throw another leaf at it. And that would be also a 22 to hit. But that's only... Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. The other one was 16 plus 3, so 19 damage. But this one is only 5 damage.
Okay.
So, for Captain Quint's sake, you basically see... I pull my branch back in and just start chucking leaves that aren't even actually willow leaves. They're a different shape entirely that disappear immediately when they cut something. but they're very sharp.
Okay.
Oh, thank you to the audience. I greatly appreciate that.
Whoop, whoop. Okay.
No.
The hatred in their eyes. They speak thieves' cant.
That's
And
okay.
they say in thieves' cant, "You're a traitor, a tree traitor. You don't belong up here. You'll be joining us soon.
They don't belong down there either.
Well, you'll be coming there." And reaches out to bite. 17.
Yes, it hits. Uncanny
All right.
dodge the damage.
Okay, 6 points of damage. And then 2 claws. 16. That's a hit, right?
Just hits.
And natural 20.
Oof.
Okay, so that will be a total of 21 points of slashing damage on the claws.
Ow.
Mhm.
I start oozing sap.
Okay, and the other one attacks. Let's see. Naime. That checks out. Naime, you are no longer stunned. So if you have reactions,
I do.
Okay, you are officially no longer stunned. So it misses the bite, and a 13 with the claw misses, I believe. And then there is a claw 21 to hit.
To hit me, or
To hit you, yep.
21 does hit. Yeah.
Okay. That'll be 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right. And we are at the top of the order. Let's see if the tentacles come back on a 6. They do. 2 tentacles rise out of the water. One of them reaches out and Captain, you've been grappled. And you see, everyone sees the captain lifted up off of the boat deck.
How close is the captain to me?
Within 30 feet.
Is the tentacle, as it's picking up the captain, within 5 feet of either myself or Suda?
I'll give it a 30% chance that it is.
Okay.
Let's see. No, it's not.
Nope. Okay.
Okay. Anyone else got a reaction? All right. Captain
Sorry, Cap.
gets dunked into the water. All right, the other tentacle grabs a crew. No! In the water. Elvira.
Am I unstunned as well, or am I still stunned?
You are unstunned.
Okay, perfecto. I would like to force the nearest creature to me to make a Constitution saving throw, as it feels like a ton of parasites are swarming all over its face and trying to crawl in its eyeballs and make it not see me so I can run away like John Cena.
Okay. 12.
14 would have been the DC, so that is a fail. So it will be 7 poison damages.
Mine eyes. Okay.
And that is it for me currently.
Right. Naime.
All right. We're going to go ham on some nearby creatures. And one attack against 2. Assuming that they're still up. One's a 24 and one is a 14.
Okay, both hit.
Okay. 12 to one and 10 to the other.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Sigh. Both are looking hurt.
All right. I am going to go after the one by Elvira first, because Naime seems to be handling her own. And I've known Elvira longer. That is a 13 plus things. 19 total.
Okay.
All right, so that's 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19 for the first attack.
Okay.
If it is still standing, I will throw another leaf at it.
It is.
That's a natural 1.
All right. Okay. Captain Quint, you are grappled. You are underwater. You're being pulled to the depths. This would be an athletics check to break free. You feel it's icky. You don't like it.
I'm sorry, that's an 8.
Okay. You feel it slowly pulling you down.
Can I damage it at all? Can I?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
So yeah, I think during the first couple of rounds, he was like firing crossbows and swords at like the creatures and tentacles. Now he's dragged under. I think his hand crossbow it's out of his hand. But he still has a sword, and so he's just like being whipped around trying to hit anything on this creature. That is a natural 20 with a 25.
Ew.
I can show you on a D&D Beyond if you need to, but that
works.
That's straight up natural 20.
Okay. You hack into it right at the right knuckle? I don't know. Maybe? Is that what you would call it? Do tentacles have knuckles? I don't know.
Well, if I had to guess, Mr. World, I would say it is probably his knee.
Could be his knee. You sever the patella tendon, and there's some ink that ejects. Is it ink? I don't know. It gets up your nose and you don't like it. Not good at all.
Yeah, that was a 17 damage, by the way. So
17, and it releases you.
Quint is gonna have a hard time determining what's up from down. So I think he spends his turn flailing around in this like ink slash non-ink cloud, whatever cloud it is that it went through his nostrils. Unable to determine what's up and down, even though he's out of the reach of this thing. Sword is out of his hand and floats to the surface.
Yes. Is it spawning? Who knows? It's you don't like it. Okay, back up above. The one that has its angry eyes on Naime. You're coming with us. 24 to hit with the bite.
Reaction, please, Mr. World. Silvery barbs. Re-roll that.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll have to take the lower die of the 2 and then choose a different creature. I will choose a different creature for you to attack. And then then I will choose. Yep. So I don't know if that hits a crew member or not. Somebody that's not Naime.
Okay. No, doesn't.
Okay. And then you will have advantage, Naime, on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within a minute.
Nice.
And the 2 claws are an 8 and a 9 and fail. Then the next angry amphibious creature is going after Elvira. Really has really been focused on Elvira. That's a hit. 23 with a bite.
Mm-hmm.
6 points. And that's another hit. And a third hit. So we're going to add all 3 together. That's 20 points of damage, Elvira.
Mm-hmm. Great. That's awesome.
How
Are
you
you
looking,
down?
Vera?
Looking like lightly battered chicken wings.
Like an ex-parrot?
Kinda close. Maybe an expatriate of the party now.
Have you ceased to be?
Only in physical form. My spirit will live on.
Okay. All right. You will be making your death saves. There is a a doctor on board who the first chance will try to stabilize you. Naime. No, wait, no. Top of the order, so that's the tentacles. Let's see. Do they come back on a 6? No, they do not come back. Okay, Elvira, go ahead and make a death save.
$19.
Okay, almost good to go, but that's a success. Naime.
Is Elvira reachable? Like
Yeah,
close
within
by?
10 feet or so, yeah.
Oh, if Elvira was within 10 feet, was the enemy that was attacking them within 5?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to make it so then, and kind of stand over Elvira and wail on the creature that.
You are going to take an opportunity attack as you move away from the one that you've been engaging.
Okay.
So let's do that. No, those claws are not sharp. Those claws are not sharp. Okay.
I like to be agile, not. And I'm going to take both attacks against that one.
Okay.
That is a 25 and a 21.
Okay, both hits.
For.
You have to do 17 points of damage to kill it.
Well, one of the attacks did 10, and the other one does 9.
Not dead.
And then I'm going to use an action surge.
Okay.
To get 2 more attacks that Suda is going to use to hopefully drop the other one.
Okay.
I don't know that one of them hits an 11.
No, yes, that just hits. Yep.
It does. So the other one would hit too, because it was a 15 on the die. So that is 12 and another 9. So 21.
Hey, still alive. Sigh. There's one left. It's looking hurt.
Yes, indeed. The one that is up.
Now you realize that the captain is overboard.
I do, but I don't know what I can do about that.
Yeah.
And this one is hurting a friend of mine.
There's clear and present danger.
So one of those rolls is a 7 plus 6 is 13 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
The other is a natural 20.
Dead!
Okay.
Dead.
Then I
Set him
won't
up,
look
knock him down. Okay. With that, Captain, make a survival check to figure out which way is up.
That is bad. That is a 7.
All right. Yeah, you're not sure. The
Should someone go in and get him? But there is Mushulu, or something like it. Naimi, I see your lips moving, but your voice isn't working.
Sorry, I wasn't tuned into the telepathy at that point. As soon as we take care of these jerks, I'm going in.
yep, they're dead.
You did.
Oh, they are. Oh,
Yep,
well,
that
then.
is
Oh,
I-
tie a rope first.
I'll wrap a switch around, but my switches are only so long.
There's plenty of ropes.
They're longer.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you want to just take a moment to do the rope.
All right, go ahead and do an athletics check to dive in and find the captain.
10.
Yeah, you don't. Okay, Captain, go ahead and make another survival or insight or
That is
something.
a 19. Much better.
All right. Everything becomes clear, and you see maybe as the water disturbance cleared away the
I
the
helped.
stuff. Yeah, and you see Naime swimming around looking, and you can reach out and get plucked out of the water.
I think he has just enough air left to get to Naimi and just kind of like brush one of their legs with his hands. And that will probably get Naimi able to like pull him out.
Sure.
Okay. Fished out.
Thank you very much.
Well, we can't go anywhere without our captain.
All right. You see that floating in the debris, almost like chum, is the parts of the giant shark, including a section of eye and tooth that you can collect as proof that you've accomplished the mission.
But did we though?
I was gonna say we took care of the shark, but
I would
kind
like
of, but not this giant squid.
spend. Well, I don't have to spend anything because I haven't done it yet today. So I will mentally reach down. And I have to be able to see it. But can I see any of its tentacles currently?
No, the tentacles are gone.
Dang it, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
No contact with Mushulu. If I want to join the cult, how am I supposed to find him?
Gotta join the cult, I guess.
Yeah, it's called Faith.
Faith was one of my sisters in the nursery. We didn't get along.
How are the winds? The captain's getting back on the ship thanks to Naimi and looking around like kind of nodding and sort of about to give thanks, but he's trying to like get a good sense of the wind. Like
8 knots to the south by southwest.
It does not matter how much time we lose. He is opening all the sails, and we are getting out of here as fast as possible.
All right.
Not losing any more crewmen on this mission.
Yeah, it's been taking its toll. Morale is at a low. Nerys has been convinced by captain's orders to open up the pantry because this ship is going back. This ship is going back to the city, so might as well eat everything. So you get together and you get a full meal, and the rum has come out, and
we toast to those lost.
Toast to those lost, absolutely. and that is where you are. You are having a nice meal. It is gallows humor, I guess, in this instance. There are shanties to be sung, and yeah. So you're sitting around.
Well, that was wild.
Yeah, why would I nearly died there. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have gotten out of that water. For certain.
Oh, don't
Oh.
mention it. You know, we save who we can, I suppose.
I mean, you did the job. You got the beast, or rather, something got the beast. So, well,
Well, I think that you got the biggest piece of it.
no, that's you and your friends. Well, of course, we're all. I mean, your shipmates already. You did work. We bonded over the seas. We tramped over weather and hallucinogenic polyps, or whatever it was. I don't really remember.
Very quietly, my longest branches reach over and just gently start grooming Elvira's feathers and putting them back in place where they're ruffled from the whole dying thing.
Yeah, I'm partly back alive now, thanks to omnipotent Mushulu being somewhere in the ether. I don't know who they were or where they're from, but thank you.
You should see Nerys getting even more better.
I really should get some of that leather stuff to keep things from biting me so hard, too. But maybe after we fetch some gold shenanigans. Do you think that we really did what we were supposed to do, though? Like, aside, I'm talking to you, friends, away from a majority of the crew. Like, they said something big was eating things, lots of things, and I don't know. That shark could eat a little boat, but it couldn't eat something as big as this. You know what I mean? It could crashed it down, maybe, but I just don't know if I feel okay telling them we officially accomplished the mission.
I understand why you would feel that way. Honestly, I'm just happy we've survived it. And I think that we've at least injured it, thanks to the captain. And maybe that'll ward it off these waters.
Yeah, but what if, right? Like, that was a big thing with tentacles. Obviously, I have tentacles of my own, but they're not that big. And it like, maybe that's Mashulu, like Sai said, and these people are like calling it here. I just don't want a bad reputation on our gaggly geese friends here, because I just what if things still disappear even with the sharks dead, and then they're going to be like, we paid these people and then we'll end up getting hero carved in our own backs, and I just don't want to go out that way.
Is the captain here for this conversation? Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Yes, you are.
I think the captain would speak up and now we don't really know what the beast was. In all fairness, you won't get a bad reputation for taking care of something you thought was the monster. In all fairness, perhaps that last attack I did, perhaps it did scare it away. We can't know for certain.
Furthermore, I suspect Moshulu to be much older than this fairly recent threat. So, my guess is we took care of the more recent problem, which is the one we were hired for. People started going missing recently, right? This isn't a,
Well, they weren't going missing. They were showing up in pieces on the beach.
But this wasn't like it's happened for hundreds of years problem. It was more of a... Because, time is a weird soup, but I feel like they were newly panicked about it, making me think the new threat was the problem and we should watch the tentacle thing.
Hmm.
Because that's probably a problem.
No, but I
It's
understand
zombies.
Elvira's concern. What if we go back, we turn in these trophies and we get the reward, but then more body parts wash up on the shore just tomorrow? It's
Well, if they wash up tomorrow, tell them that it had eaten before we found it.
Them the claws
sorry, you're cutting in and out.
stoned the day
We're losing you.
he lost it.
No.
Elvira, I feel like
We didn't. Yeah,
A
we didn't get anything you said.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Wow.
Yes,
Okay. Let me
yes.
move 5 feet the other direction. How about? Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right. So, what if we say, all right, so we did kill the thing, but if more body parts wash up, we did also lose a boat of our men, and they could be what's washing up now. And there was, a bit of a battle to kill the shark. If you want to tell them about the tentacles, you can tell them about the tentacles, but I would be okay with telling them that there will be more body parts for a little bit at least, because we don't really know where our friends went.
I kind of want to go visit the cultists and tell them we saw the tentacles.
Did you say cultists?
Oh, sorry. Did you not know about that part of things?
No, I didn't. No, I don't know what you're talking about with this Mishulu and these cultists. So, yeah, I think what the most important thing is we did our jobs, and if
Did
things
we?
can.
Anyway, I'm
I'm
sorry.
not.
Okay, go ahead.
The important thing is, if it continues to be a problem, the Secularca will be on the sea, perhaps a couple weeks later, to handle things once again. And we'll be ready this time, I'm sure. So you did your end of the bargain, and Secularca now has the chops to do it.
With all due respect, Captain, if you intend to take on that second creature, you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, maybe. But, I mean,
Well, if we're talking
the
about
second
getting
reward.
new boats, I have some plans that I've been drawing on the back of my sheet music for an updated owl's nest for your boat, Captain. Maybe you could
No.
update this one too, so that way next time we come back on the Secular, it's just a little more comfortable. Sometimes the wood gets my feathers bunched up and it's not quite as soft as size wood, so it gets things like, splintery, and it's just not really comfortable. If you've ever had feathers pushed into places they don't belong, it's really not the bee's knees. And here's some cushions, maybe. We could talk about all of this later, though.
Oh, of course, plenty of time. We have a couple of days left on sea anyways. Now, enough planning. It's time for drinking, and it's time for celebrating. And he kind of gathers you and a lot of the crew into the galley, into the mess hall, and starts to serve drinks, and everyone's like having a great time. And, some morale's low, but he's trying to get morale back up with like a kind of this kind of big festivity.
You know what I think would help get the morale back up, Captain?
Yes.
You need a better stage performance area, and you need to hire a full-time entertainer. I'm not volunteering. I do not have my salty sea legs, and I prefer my legs with no salt, unseasoned, bland, not edible. But if you got them like some entertainment, put a nice stage up there, then when you had traveling entertainers like myself, we could get on stage and perform for them. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm very tired and I almost died today. But that would be a very good idea to raise morale. And then they could get up there and do their own performances, talent shows. They could maybe put their own band together. What is it, a string quartet even? And then if the ship ever sinks, they can at least play the music while you're going down.
That's a very fair suggestion. I have to take a look at our losses for when we hit port, because I have to write a lot of letters and send a lot of pensions out. So, but I like what you're thinking about the performances. In fact, why don't I get us one final night? One final shanty for the night, and kind of towards like as in response to that, he kind of like tries to get everyone in on a shanty, and part way in, he's kind of singing this very kind of special shanty, kind of leading it along. Farewell and adieu to you, Feywild ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Fey, for we've received orders to sail back to Astoria, and so nevermore shall we see you.
And with that, Captain Quint Bungler's chest explodes, and oh gosh, it's indescribable. It's undescribable. It's inexplicable. It is alive, and it jumps under the table and skittles down below the decks.
We went from Jaws
And
to
with that,
Aliens so fast.
We say
That was
good night.
Sci-fi whiplash.
We say good night. We will see you next week. Thank you so much to Deteris for being such a great Captain Quint Bungler, and farewell and adieu to you, Quint Bungler. Thank you so much, and hope to see you back again.
He was so happy.
As someone else.
He was so happy. He was 2 weeks from retirement.
He was 2 weeks from retirement. He's too old for this shit. And on that note, we will see you. Do I have an outro? I do. On that note, we will see you again next week on Heroes and Hooligans Thursday night. Thanks, everyone.